Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from Mr. Phillips, no relation. He wants to know whether or not I can prescribe a particular reading order for my stories. Which ones should he start with, and which should he save until later? Now, it does seem a touch presumptuous on my part to dictate to you how to read my stories. I've already written them. That seems to be the end of my part of the transaction, and yet I do concede the point that how we read stories and what context can affect our enjoyment of it. So let me provide you with a few options. One is to read them in the order of their being written, as best as that can be discerned. One will start with my earlier works, which presumably are some of my weaker works, and as I improve as an author, one's enjoyment should also improve. Alternatively, you could start with some of my more famous works, the more critically acclaimed ones. Therefore, you'll get a sense of what all the fuss is about, and you might be willing to forgive my weaker stories. Another, slightly more curious way of going about it is to try to read my stories chronologically, at least internally chronologically. While my stories do all stand alone, they share locales, characters, a certain universal quality, and I do believe people have attempted to piece together the order in which they happen. Well, Rats in the Walls is here, and then the Dunwich Horror happened there, and well, you can try to see a rather large narrative develop. I don't know how useful that is, but it certainly could be an interesting exercise. Personally, I don't think it really matters. I think you'll discover my stories as you do, perhaps one of my collections of shorter tales or a novella of mine, and that will spur you on to read or convince you that I am not worth the time, and you shall simply put it aside. I will make this recommendation. If you've read absolutely none of my work, try with my poems, The Fungi from Yoggoth. They are short, they give you a bit of a taste of what I do, and you can read a whole bunch in one go, or just one or two at a time. I think that would be the most appropriate way to whet one's appetite. And until someone asks me about which stories they should skip entirely, which would be a much larger episode, I think I shall put this to bed. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft.